Hello, my name is Leo, and welcome to a new day of LSD, the Dream Emulator. Day 355. By that I mean 353. Never mind. My microphone was making some bullshit noises before. Hopefully, it's fixed now. It was being around bitch before, but... we'll see how we go. Alright, let's find something. We've done everything there is to Kyoto. You sure about that? I'm positive about that. So let's play some more Phantom Pain. And I've found there's a mission that you cannot do without guns. Well, I'm staying close. And that is, there's nothing here, is there? No. I'm gonna try and talk to the turtle. And that mission is C2W, the subsistence version. The regular version you can totally do it, but the subsistence version you can't use support bombardment. You can't call in the helicopter to help you. You can't use buddies. So there's no way. I tried real hard. I killed everyone in the area. I grabbed a truck. I stole a guy from a local outpost and got them to attack me. And then tried to shoot the truck, to blow the truck up, and the truck was parked next to where the radio thing is. And even though it blew up right next to it, because there was a wall there, it didn't blow up. Then I tried knocking the guy out, putting him inside the room, waking him up, saying "blah," and then running away, so that he'd shoot at the actual thing, because you can shoot at those radio things, and they go down pretty quickly. But I guess not with enemy fire. And I mean, I could use a grenade, and then the mission would be over in 5 seconds. But I was trying not to use any weapons at all. But it is 100% not possible. And then I went on and to try to do the main story, and I think it's, what's the mission called? The lights, God, I can't remember the name of it. It's the one, it's the zombie one. Yeah. It's the one that's actually on Mother Base in the medical, not the medical area, but the quarantine area of Mother Base. It looks like we got a virus system. Yeah, let's keep going, that's fine. Okay. You totally need a gun now. Yeah, you have to, not only do you need a weapon of some description, but you actually do need to fire a pistol or assault rifle many times in order to finish that mission. And there's nothing you can do about it. Wouldn't it be really cool if we saw that weird guy walking into a building? That other guy saw? The Japanese YouTuber we saw. So what haven't we looked at? This guy kicking a corpse, gun guy goes to the... Okay, it's toast. We did the limbs, yeah, we did the headless guy. We didn't do the, yeah, we did the hang girl. Oh yeah, I forgot we did the hang girl. Oh, we did hang. I mean, we do hang. Yeah, I know what you meant. Oh, guy kicking corpses. Not here. Yeah, so what else we got? Actually, no, I totally did ghost in the warehouse. Oh yeah. Car crashes in here. How about the airplane? Oh, there's Sailor Man too. Oh yeah, I forgot about Sailor Man. I sure at this point I'm not really ready. We'll see someone, I'll be like, yeah, he's a gunman. That's the end of my story. I'm kind of hitting right as well. What about Mr. Sailor Man? Mr. Sailor Man? Wait, is he standing in a different position than normal? What is that? Why does it always disappear? Well, it's funny you asked that question. So Mr. Sailor Man here, he was an old sailor back in the 70s. He used to work on this fishing. I wouldn't be wearing those sailor outfits if it was a fisherman. Shut up. He worked on a whaling vessel, I think. Japanese whaling vessel. Okay, sure. And he's actually the ghost of that man. He's doing a hachiko. Oh, I see. What? So one day he was late. He slept in. That's the best you got? Yeah, he slept in. And he missed the boat going out, and that boat hit a typhoon, and everybody died, and all his friends, and basically everyone he ever knew was on that boat. They all died, but he never knew that they had died. So he did a hachiko, and he just sat on the pier there with his leg out there, as you do, waiting for them to return, and they never returned, and he died. Like, waiting for them. It's very sad. Sad story. Yeah. So what do you want to say about Phantom Pain? Just that it's impossible to do it without guns. I mean, we had to shoot a gun, in, like, the prologue, for goodness sake. But that was against the Man on Fire. There's, like, you know, we just forgave it for that, and kept going. And then there was, we had to use the minigun against Philanthropus in Hellbound, which again, unless there's something I don't know, unless there's a glitch or something that you can get away without him hitting you. I got away from the Man on Fire in what's the name of that mission? Is it Footsteps? No, it's Voices. Where he shoots you down usually, and I somehow managed to get away because he was like stuck in the building. I was very lucky. But yeah, you can't finish that game without firing a gun, which is a shame. Of course, we can always just forgive that mission and move on. I mean, there's only two more story missions left. One of them being Quiet's one, a quiet exit. Oh god, the one where if you don't have anything less than a really good rocket launcher, you're fucked. Yeah, that one. You want me to go in there with no weapons? I don't know if you can use... Can you use bombardments in that? I think so. Try using bombardments. Why did I never think of that? Maybe you can't. Doesn't make sense. Yeah, because what you can just... Yeah, but then you wouldn't get a S ranking. Well, that's true, but we're not here for S rankings. We're here to finish the goddamn game. Then there's Truth, of course. The true final mission, which I have to build up my mother base, which I've been neglecting, and that's just the prologue again, so that'll be identical. In fact, I don't even think, correct me if I'm wrong, but you don't actually you don't actually do the Man on Fire in that. You don't actually fight the Man on Fire in that. On the horseback. No, so you actually can do that without shooting a gun. Yeah. So if you forgive, yeah, the prologue where we had to shoot a couple of times. Sail Alphabus where we had to shoot a bunch of times. Sail Alphabus, not Sail Alphabus. Hellbound. Yes. Sail Alphabus I did without shooting a gun, which I'm incredibly amazed at. So the only thing I can think, and then there's medical quarantine level. But apart from that, you don't have the fire gun. Oh, and if you wanted, there's the C2C subsistence. Yeah. I suppose if you allow me to use a grenade. Yeah, or C4. I'd rather just use a grenade because I know where that is. But can you get C4? You might be able to get it in the other base that's on the map. I don't know. Yeah, and then quiet exit. I'm not sure how that'll pan out. Let's see how we go. I'll do it. Can't be. Wait, how do you unlock quiet exit again? I don't actually know. I believe you just do enough side ops and then it'll unlock. At the moment, I'm doing the wandering mother base soldiers because I never did them. Might as well. Alright, well, we come back. Oh, but you didn't talk about Dream. Shit. Forgot about talking about Dream. Let's talk about dreams. So, I had a dream. So, get my little dream journal. It's quite long now. Oh god, this one. Okay. Right, let's do this one. It's very long, and it's very weird, and it's kind of scary. Okay, this dream is called The Bears. The Bears. Yeah. So this dream starts off one way, and then it swerves into another dream, which is weird. Anyway, we start off in Russia, or some Eastern European country. I'm outside, and we're on the ground level of a building complex, and the building actually starts on the second ground level. So the ground level is like all grass and bushes, and like under the actual building itself. And there's like stairs going up to the second level, which is the actual start of the building. I forget how many levels the building has. No more than 3, if you include the ground level. So 2. But I think actually it's just the 1 level. Raised. Anywho. Yes. So there's grass and bushes everywhere, right? Anyway, something's going on. It seems like there's some kind of business, but the purpose of this business I don't quite understand. Let me explain. There's a woman. A rather large, you could say rotunded woman. Rotund, not rotunded. Whatever. She's wearing a big wedding dress, and she's kind of clownish. And there's a big bear there. Not chained up, just a bear, just standing there. Just, you know. The bear looks dangerous, but also seems to belong to this woman and her business. The bear growls and stands up on its hind legs. It looks like it's like going to attack her, but like the woman stands her ground, and it just sort of doesn't attack. It just sort of backs off a little bit. It's kind of intimidated by her. There's another woman there who's also in a wedding dress. She's more of a normal-looking person, not a giant cartoon character like the other one. She's just like a regular woman with blonde hair, quite slim, good-looking, in a wedding dress, in a white wedding dress. And she's regular size, and she looks very scared of this bear. So I guess what this business is some kind of psychological challenge, where like if she can brave like standing up to this bear like the big woman did, then what? She'll have a successful marriage, or she'll be able to have babies? I don't know why, but that's what I rationalize it in my head as being. It's weird. The dreams are weird. Shut up. Anyway, the big woman acts like everything is under control, but it quickly goes bad, as it is off to do. Of course, why wouldn't it? Anyway, so the, What? Oh, the customer, the thin woman, starts running, like she runs away, and the bear gives chase, and so does, out of nowhere apparently, a line of other bears. So now there's this giant pack of bears running pretty much in a line, Final Fantasy VIII style. Yeah, pretty much. Chasing down this woman. The big woman, like, realizing that there's, like, she's can't handle this. Dives into a bush to hide. And I'm like, yeah, that's a good idea. So I think the same thing, but I'm still out in the open in this grassy area, and there's no bushes in my direct vicinity. But as long as I'm not moving, the bears don't really notice me. They're sort of running around me. I say running around like my like perimeter, you could say. They're nowhere near me. Is what I'm trying to say. But they if I stood out or if I made attention to myself, they would see me and probably attack me. So the customer gets got. That's what I wrote. The customer gets got, and the bears presumably rip her apart or just kill her off screen. But I don't say that because I don't have a chance to. Because I use that opportunity to move. Yeah, I guess that makes me a horrible person, that I use the advantage of someone getting viciously mauled to death to escape, but what was I going to do? Run in there and punch all the bears in the face? Yeah, have you ever seen what happens when you do that in Phantom Pain? Yeah, well, that's Snake. I'm not Snake. Bears would fucking kill me, eat me for breakfast. So I get out of there. So I get to a bush, but I see the stairs up to the second floor. So like, okay, that's close by. So I book it. The bears see me and they start gunning for me. I'm like, oh shit! So I'm scrambling up the stairs. Thankfully, I'm on the other side of something. This building has like something running like between it. Maybe like a train line or something. So the building's kind of split in two. And it's split on the second level between both sides. So the bears are dumb, being dumb bears, just go up the stairs on their side, to try to, I guess their rationale was they're going to cut me off at the pass, but when you get up to the second level, they can't get over to me. So they get up to the second floor, and I'm up on the second floor. There's like a glass window between us, and we can see each other. And I'm like, heh, stupid douchebags. But they're not that dumb, because they're gonna figure it out, and I need to move. I need to find somewhere and hide before they get smart enough to go downstairs, move across at the ground level, go up the right stairs that I'm on, and find me, and then just, rape me, as bears are wont to do. Anyway, yes. So, I got to get to safety, right? Everything here in this building is like concrete, and there's like, for some reason, there's a huge like gust of wind blowing through it. It's almost like a wind tunnel. But it could be some kind of bad weather that we're having at the time, like a typhoon or something. I'm not sure. Anyway, I see a shop. It's not open, but the door's unlocked, so I go in to hide from these fucking bears, right? Oh wait, I did forget to mention that when the bears were chasing that customer, they were like, as bears are off to do, they were just naturally running on all fours, So I knew this was like a faster way of running, so somehow I was also running on all fours, even though I'm pretty sure that's impossible. Like, even if I was a fit person, which I'm not. Well, if I remember correctly, the Planet of the Apes movie, and God, I just realized that there's been a few Planet of the Apes movies that have come out recently. Not the ones with what's his name? I forgot his name now. But the original reboot with I think was it Mark Wahlberg was in that movie? Yeah, he was. And Helena Bonham Carter. I remember like the actors were actually like running on their fours, like on like mats being pulled by utes or pickup trucks to make them look like they were running fast. It's good technique. Anyway, I'm running like that, right? Anyway, I get to the shop, yeah, and it's quite quiet, and I realize it's closed, but I see some stairs going down like further into the shop. So as I walk down, I see that there's a guy there. Oh yeah, I announce myself. I'm like, hey, hello, is anyone here? I know you're closed, and everything, but I'm just hiding from these fucking bears. If you don't mind, I'll be out of here in a minute. Thank you. So as I go down the stairs, I see this guy who I think he's like sitting on the stairs, like halfway down. So I walk up to him and I see that he's wearing a school jersey of my whole old high school. And I tell him, hey, I graduated there too. Oh, you went to that school? I went to that school. That's cool. And I asked him when he graduated. He said like 1997, I think. And I'm like, oh, I'm 94 for some reason. And then I go, wait, no, that's wrong. That's way off, because it was. And then I tell him the year that I actually graduated. We talk about how sick that jersey is. And I say how it's still pretty much the warmest, like, shirt that I own. And I always pull it out every winter, even though the collar is getting kind of stained. It's all like, it's kind of brown. It's a white collar, white cotton collar, and it's kind of brown stained on it. But it's still 100% the warmest thing I have, and it also has Leo written on the back, so gotta wear it. Does it not have 27 as the number? No, it doesn't. It's just a bugger. It's got the year that I graduated. That sucks. I know. It'd be great if you could actually have your own number, and I could be Leo 27. Yeah, if you wish. If you so desire that. Anyway, that's pretty much the dream. That was a weird one. It was a weird one with weird bears and funny, like, oddly, like, constructed buildings and, like, weather disasters, and I met an old guy, an old boy. I don't know, most places say that, old boy, from my old high school. I was like, wow, blast from the past. I mean, I didn't know him. No, he just went to the same school. It was very, very different years. We're like, quite a few years apart, but anyway. Alright, when we come back tomorrow, I'll be playing LSD. And tomorrow's Thursday, which is the day before I go to Osaka, so I'm going to have to probably record a whole bunch of LSD tomorrow. So that they can come out, over the next few days. And unfortunately, I did not have a dream last night. The dream that I told you was from a previous one. So I don't actually think I currently have enough dreams now. Because I don't have a dream on Tuesday either. What do you got? Let's go from the back, okay? I got... Just count them first. Okay, I got 1, 2... Oh, fuck off. Are you serious? I got 2. No. Calm down. I got 3. How many do I need? 5 would be nice. Okay. You need 1 for Thursday, obviously. 1. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Oh shit, I do need 5. I was gonna say 6 would be nice, because then I have to record Tuesdays. Because I'm getting back on Tuesday morning. Or Tuesday midday. But I can just record on Tuesday, it's not a big problem. But I do actually need 5. And you have how many? 3. So I need to have like 2 dreams tomorrow. Well, fuck. Well, if that's the case, if I have no dreams, I think I'll just record, until, so what do I have? I have Thursday, Friday, Saturday, until Saturday. And then, well, you know what? What? Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, well, Sunday and Monday, I very, very frequently record those videos on Tuesday anyway, so I'll just do that. Alright. And if I do actually have dreams, then I'll record videos for that as well. Okay then. Okay. But that's all for me today. See you tomorrow for more LSD, the Dream Emulator. But for now, my name is Leo, and I will see you next time.